Hi, I'm Kristen Lee, and we are doing our wrap-up video today. It's been a while since I've been able to film a wrap-up video and have it ready for the beginning of the next month. Today is May 31st, so here's some random footage that I didn't fit into any of my videos for the month, and I'll be back and tell you some other things that went down. I'll see you soon. It's a little off kilter. It is Mother's Day and my dad stopped and got me some stuff. Isn't that nice? And then this is my stepmom's, which I think is just gorgeous. Please. If you're looking for a new ice cream, I got the bourbon fudge brownie. Oh, it's so good. Here they are. So I'm in the middle of doing my Hello Fresh video, but this came. Oh, bless you, buddy. He is having a bad allergy day. So this is the shirt to the readathon I'm going to be doing a video about later. Is there any things? Oops! I got it in a 3X just in case. But look at and you know I'm going to be cutting off this part, but isn't that cute? So excited to do my video. Can we just mourn the loss of the yard that we cleaned from this freaking tree? I mean, it's everywhere. And I sneeze and I can't come out when it's windy. Look at my poor garden. It's buried. I have my work cut out for me again. Thought I was getting somewhere. Oh, my daisies are coming back. That one's doing pretty good. And this one's coming out. Oh, and look at this one. Isn't she pretty? So this one was my white plant that I saved for $2 at Walmart. That was in that one. I think it wanted to be an outside plant, so hopefully. And then over here, this just went wild, literally. And then I had clipped that one back. It's blooming. That one's doing pretty good. Oops, focus, focus. There we go, sorry. And then I don't know we have to find out what kind of tree this is. My stepmom keeps saying it's an orange one, but I didn't know. She bloomed and died. And they're doing pretty good. Before I do my other video, I got my Once Upon a Tea haul. Let me show you. First, I got prints for spooky season. Hey. So this is the company. I love them. Here's one of the stickers that I got. Where's my other sticker? Where's my other dude? Oh no. Oh, maybe it's in here. Because I didn't know if I wanted it as a shirt, so I thought I'd get prints and then hang them up. So I got that one. And then here's the other sticker. And then this is the other print I got. So that's super cool. Oh. Get in there. Now I gotta find a little frame for them. And then the two shirts I got, on Wednesdays we wear pink, which I love. And then my new sleep shirt, because it's ginormous, because I got a 4X because I wasn't sure how it was gonna fit and I wanted it baggy. Can you see it? Get in, loser, we're going witching. I love it. Alright. We're done. I know that watermelon isn't supposed to go in there, but I have to figure out where to put it. Look at, there's a baby pepper in there. There's baby peppers in there. Here's hoping they survive. And then I still have to break this apart and figure out where this is gonna go. But look how gorgeous the colors are. So those are some random things. I'm probably gonna have to rewatch the footage to see what I'm posting. The beginning of the month was awesome. We had an amazing beginning, 2 weeks of the month, maybe almost 3. If you have a minute to shout out my stepmom in the comments, she's always amazing and she's always awesome, but she got Nurse of the Year from her hospital. She went down to LA County with my dad to receive the award there, and then she also got another award from her hospital that she works for. There was like an interviewing process, and we still don't know who nominated her, and it was a awesome surprise, and we're so proud of her. Like, she's an L&D nurse, and her story is just, it's really an amazing story. The fact that she came from the Philippines and has a huge family and has just always been this hard worker, and I can't say enough great things about her. Like, she's awesome. And so she did that, but she also finished her master's degree, and she will be walking on stage to get her degree, I believe in September. I'm not sure. I think it's like mid-September that she'll be going to, I think, the schools in Texas with my dad. So she'll be doing that. So like I said, if you want to give her a shout out and a high five or whatever, she was a little nervous about it, but it was really cool. What else happened? I have a really hard time with Mother's Day for personal reasons. So my dad tried to make it special for me too, and I had finished my schooling. Little bro is up my stepmom's butt today because she's home. Anyway, I had finished my certification courses. So I think I was in the end of April. I was waiting for the next course load to come up, and so that I could start prepping for that and get my exams and whatever done. And nothing was there. There wasn't anything in the calendar. And I was like, what is going on? And then I get an email saying, congratulations, you finished. If you would like your name read for graduation day, let us know. Here's the career counselor, to figure out what your next step is. And there's a new tab for you to find out what your next step is. Like, because after the certification, well, actually, after I get the certificate for taking the coursework, I have to take a test, and it's not as involved as like the NCLEX or any kind of testing for a license that you would need to take, but it's I think 4 hours to take the test, and I have to pay my dues and everything. So that's my next step, is to study for that exam to become certified in medical coding and billing. So this is my little certificate. So maybe I can make that my thumbnail. So yeah, that was a big thing for me. When I was in childcare, I tried to go back to school a few times because I felt that if for whatever reason I didn't want to do in-home childcare and I wanted to work in a school or whatever, I needed the schooling for it. And every time I would go back, they'd be like, oh, you know, you can't get into this program because you make too much money. Oh, you can't get into this because you still owe for, you know, your year and a half of school when you were 18 and had a mental breakdown. So sorry, you can't get into this program. So it was just like the door was always shutting in that field for me. And the other thing about childcare is once you find your groove, and if you work in a school or whatever, and you find that classroom that you like to work with and that team that you like to work with, you don't want to try and go up the ladder. You want to stay where you can build and grow in the classroom that you're in. So there wasn't any point for me to spend more money on school after I really thought about it. But I always felt like I wanted to get it done. So long story long, I was trying to find something that I could do when little bro went to kindergarten, because I'm like, I want to work remotely. And since 2020, those doors have opened. And I think my stepmom found this schooling on Facebook, maybe Facebook Marketplace. And she's like, you know, it doesn't hurt to find out. And I had internet friends help, and I was like, is this legit, or is it one of those, you know, pop-up schools where all of a sudden they disintegrate and then all that work you did and all that money you spent goes nowhere? So it's a real school, and I got a real certificate, and yeah, it was something that I honestly was waiting for the other shoe to fall, that I wouldn't be able to finish or whatever. So the completion of it kind of hit hard. And then my graduation was not the last week of May, but like the week before Memorial Day weekend. And my poppy, he got sick and he went into the hospital. A few days later, my Nana got sick. She went into the hospital, and they were both admitted and were in rooms down the hall from one another. And it's one of those things, like when you move away, the guilt that you go through, like if I was there, I'd still be anxious and worried about what the doctors are going to say, what were they going to find, what are our next steps going to be as a family. And I would have been cleaning the house and whatever. But being 3,000 miles away, you still worry about what the doctor's going to say and whatever. But the time zone difference, you're not getting real-time information. And at one point, my Nana, it was said that she was getting surgery. And we're like, surgery for what? And I don't want to put her, you know, medical business on the internet. But we're like, for what she's going for, why did they jump to surgery? So then I ended up calling the nurse's station to find out, because it was the next morning, and by the time we got up, she should have been done if she was going in for surgery in the morning, because usually morning surgeries are from like 6 a.m. on. So I called the nurse's station, and it was a very low end procedure kind of thing. And, you know, she was going to be awake for it. And it took us from up here down to here, but we were still on the fence on whether or not Dad was going to take time off from work to go take care of what needed to be taken care of at home, and, you know, get a red eye or whatever on a holiday weekend is expensive. And like, how long was he going to have to stay? And, you know, is this going to be the hospital visit where my grandfather, who is in his 80s, is this time to put him into a facility? Is it a time for him to go into a day program, like a daycare kind of thing, so that my grandmother has some time to herself? Or do we need to get more help in home? So it was a couple of days where like anxiety level in the house was up here. And I kind of shut down. I really did. I didn't do so well. And knowing that my grandmother was in so much pain that she could not talk on the phone really upset me. And I'm not going to cry, but I'm so grateful for my family and my friends and anybody that was willing to listen to me, you know, just vent and be upset and whatever. So the day that they got released from the hospital was my graduation day, and I was just done. I did not want to like be excited about it. I sent my links out and whatever. It was pretty underwhelming because it was all virtual. And the lady that runs the off-site, what am I called? Online learning programs. She did the welcome speech, and then they had this other woman read the names. This poor woman had to read names for almost 25 minutes. And for her to say it clearly and whatever, she spoke. So she spoke. So, like, if your name was like Anna Wilson or whatever, it'd be like Anna Wilson, Bradley Stutterman. I don't know. But it was just like, it was very monotone. So my friends and family that actually sat through it, thank you. I love you. I had a few family members and friends, you know, take a picture of the lady with my name, and, you know, they cheered for me and everything. So it was nice. And what did we do? Memorial Day weekend, I went shopping. I pre-filmed because I will be leaving to go to New York June, like the end of June. So I pre-filmed some stuff. And then Memorial Day, we had a little mini cookout with the neighborhood, and the kids played. Little bro and I and my dad went swimming. That was about it. And the last couple days, it has been cold and rainy. Not California weather at all. And then today starts my readathon that I'm super excited about, that you're going to hear about pretty much all through the month of June. I am ready. And I think we're going to start with reading sprints, which is somebody hosts on their YouTube channel. They have a few other channels to hop in and kind of co-host and brings everybody on, and then they set a timer and you read for however long everybody decides to stick around. So I loved it for the last one because, like, we got to say, okay, I'm starting with this book and whatever. So yeah, it was a good month. The end of the month I could have dealt without. June is probably gonna fly by. I have a feeling. I have some doctor's appointments that I have to make. They're gonna be checking my liver. I have my nephew's graduation at the end of the month. I have a whole bunch of birthdays coming up. I have friends that have become family, and family all have birthdays within the next 2 weeks. Yeah. So I wanted to share my necklace that my dad got me. Oh, wait, hey. Can you see it? And it came in this box. And I figured it'd be a nice way to end my video. So it says, here's to fresh starts and new opportunities. A whole wide world full of possibility. So, I know it's not Sunday, but figured it'd be a good way to end May and bring in June. And I hope you guys are having a great week. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. So I forgot, I read 9 books too, in case anybody cares. I did not like Desert Places and Abandoned Prayers. Hold on. What is the name of this book? This one. Did not like them. I decided that Blake Crouch and I, because I've read Dark Matter, Snowbound, and Desert Places. He's just not my kind of author. Oh, as I'm shaking. And, yeah. I really didn't like that book. And then Abandoned Prayers, the only thing that I didn't like was the fact that there wasn't any follow-up to it. It was, about the Little Boy Blue story from when I was a little kid. They found the little boy in a ditch, and it was this whole thing. I had to find out what happened. So I finished the book and I had to do research. But my favorites were Fairy Tale, Lock and Key, I think, by Ruth Ware. And then, Better Than the Movies was really cute. So, yeah. That's what I wanted to add.